When you think of a therapy dog coming into a room, you don't think they're gonna come in with scrubs and a white coat. Dr. Loki is a 4-year-old Rottweiler who is state and nationally certified for therapy work. She can walk into a room and point out who is the person that needs the attention the most, and she will go right to them. I had never trained her to do that. She just somehow knew to do it.
Being ill is a profound experience, and I think when we're sick, we may feel isolated. And I think what a dog does, and especially Loki, is it creates a connection. And so for those few minutes, the world is normal again.
When I first brought Loki into the hospital, we were trying to come up with something that would kind of diffuse the fact that it was a 110-pound Rottweiler. And so I always thought I was gonna dress her up in some type of costume. But as a medical student, I had no money. I went to the uniform office and asked them if they'd be willing to give me some scrubs. And so when she was walking around the hospital, everyone would be like, oh, look, it's a dogter, it's a dogter, and it just stuck. I'll never forget the first time I brought Loki in, it was the holidays, and there was this young teenage girl who had been T-boned by a truck, and she did not want to get out of bed or do physical therapy. She had a traumatic brain injury, and apparently the moment Loki came in, it was the first time that the daughter had smiled since the accident. Without question, the daughter was willing to do physical therapy if she got to hold Loki's leash and bring her around the unit. And as I was leaving the room, the mother came running after me and started crying and hugged me and said that was the first time she's seen her daughter feel happy since the actual incident happened.
Our frontline workers have been amazingly challenged and unfortunately continued to be challenged during this pandemic. And particularly as specific during COVID, when patients feel so isolated, family couldn't come in, staff came in with all the PPE and gowns and so forth. It can be very disheartening.
We started doing FaceTime or Zoom calls with patients who were truly struggling being alone because they weren't allowed to have family and friends come visit them.
Loki's role throughout the University of Maryland Medical Center has taken on so many shapes during this pandemic response. It's been everything from connecting one-on-one to organizing supplies to help support all of our caregivers.
A Hero Healing Kit is a package that we put together. They're mostly hygienic items that could be used during the workday, such as Vaseline to kind of protect their skin, chapstick, Gold Bonds powder. We were looking for items that could actually be useful while they were dressed up in PPE all day for potentially 12+ hours at any given time. I used Loki's social media to rally donations, and people just responded so amazingly well.
I think Loki brings us back to who we are as people. She's a reminder that with love and with connection, we're gonna do just fine.
There's so many ways to describe Loki. She's a wonderful dog. She smiles all the time. She loves people. She gets engaged and she pays attention.